Welcome everybody. MaxspeedTV Bobby with all the hobbies coming at you right here, Talladega Super Speedway. It is the Super Speedway Kings Friday Night Fights, the last race of this season. This is where we're going to let it all hang out and have a little bit of fun. Championship's already been decided. Sebastian Marin has won it. He doesn't even have to show up tonight, and he's won it. We'll get a chance to chat with him in a couple of minutes. Get something to eat or drink, come back, set your tail ends down here, have a little fun with the great Super Speedway Kings of the Friday Night Fights right here, MaxspeedTV. Tonight, we're going to let it all hang out.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets reckless, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, Satan's that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land under the praise, and the home of the brave.
Welcome back, everybody. MaxspeedTV by with all the freaking hobbies coming at you. Super Speedway Kings Friday Night Fights. With us right now, we've got the champion already. This is the last race of the season, and it doesn't matter because he's already won the championship. And that's the one and only, the kid, the myth, the legend, the young gun. Lives in the Banana Republic, wherever the hell that is. Sebastian Marin, congratulations, my friend.
Thank you. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. It's been a long, hard season, but luckily I came out up top. It's been a lot of fun.
Now, you're gonna go out in your normal fashion. You're gonna come out here, and you're not only gonna win this championship, but you're not even gonna let nobody win this last race. You're gonna try to beat the socks off all of them tonight, aren't you?
Well, yeah, that's always the plan. Try and go out there and try to win every race that I can. So. Yeah, I'll definitely try and get the win, but, if I see teammates up there that are battling themselves for a better spot in the points, I wouldn't mind helping them.
All right, we'll keep an eye on it. Congratulations. Go out and have a little fun.
Thanks, man. I will.
All right. As they get ready to come to the grid, the championship's already been decided. But it doesn't matter. This is the Friday Night Fights. First race or last race. Somebody's already won the championship. Who cares? These guys are going to have some fun tonight. And I'm going to be here to call it and pick on all of them. All right, let's get to it. Here they come. Gary Jenkins is going to be your pole cat tonight. Row number 1, and beside him, the Snake, Mr. Gabe Butler in the 88. Row number 2 to 23, the champion already of this league. He's just in it for fun, but he says he wants to take it all. That's Sebastian Marin, out of the Banana Republic. Again, wherever the hell that is. Beside him, the 911, Mr. BK Anderson. Row 3, the 052, the Italian guy himself. If he's not higher than a kite on his pot farm, he's iRacing. Joe Dellavecchia. Beside him, the 01, Mr. Patrick Groover. Row number 4, the 02, the other twin, Seth Groover. Watch out for them. They absolutely love running that high side. Believe you me, they'll make it happen, Captain, if they can. Beside him's the 62, the one and only Mr. Les Levy. Row number 5, the 019 of James Moen, and the 411 of Tom Dixon. Row number 6, the 55, the Van Halen man himself, Mr. Dean Wilkinson. Beside him, the 429, Mr. Paul Witt, who, by the way, just won the championship in a league called the Lucky Dogs. Row 7, the 012, Josh Say. And the 333 of Mark. I'm just calling him Mark. Row 8 to 15, Andy B. and the 73, Gerald Forbes. Row 9 to 212, Rhett Cadoti and the 071 of Eric Lowry. Row 10 to 72 of Ray Vasquez and the 25 of Kevin French Fry Faris. Row 11, the 07 of Mr. Brian Why Can't I Have the 777 Wang. And the 51 of Kenneth Meixel. Row 12 to 66 of John Garrett and the 65. Oh, the hell with it. You see the name. Row 13, number 2, Daniel Lewis and the 42, Jason Kirkland. Row 14 to 000, I just flat out call him Giovanni. And the 171 beside him, Mr. Robert Rock. Row 15 to 41, Tracy Weaver in the 85, Alcina. Row 16 to 82, Robert Felzine and the 69 of Justin Holland. Row 17 to 24, Noel Cowers in the 48 of Andrew Schroeder. Row 18 to 45, Mr. Todd Siebels in the 510 of Richard Sanchez. Last but not least, in the row 19, the 09 of Frank Flamino. Two fast repairs is all these cats are going to get tonight. Welcome everybody out in YouTube. This is the final race of the Friday night fights coming at you right here, MaxspeedTV. I can guarantee you 3-4 wide racing, last race of the season. They're going to go out with a bang. A lot of talk during practice and who's going to win this, and every single one of them thinks they can do it. And we're about ready to find out. You got a driver out there you want me to say good luck to or whatever, you tell me and I'll pass it right along. I'll say anything you want, because you know my motto. I don't live beside any of them. All right, here we go. Friday night fights. Right here, MaxspeedTV. The 911 of BK Anderson up on that top side, and he has got the 01 of Patrick Groover right on his butt doing the pushing. Down at the bottom, you got the 23, the champion of this series right now, Sebastian Marin. He says the championship ain't good enough. He says, I want to bury it in each one of these guys' tail end. I want to win the whole thing, including this race tonight. And he's showing a fine job and motoring around here down at the bottom in Mama's rocking chair. Working their way up 3 wide already. Mr. Dean Wilkinson's being the pusher up there, and he is shoving the 62 of Mr. Les Levy up on the high side. An always dangerous situation right in the middle. When you've got Seth Groover and Patrick Groover hooked up together right down here. They're not only twins in real life, but they're twins on the racetrack. They are inseparable. Braden says, say good luck to the 911. I can do that. And he's talking about none other than Mr. BK Anderson down here in the bottom in what I call the rocking chair, where you're supposed to be as safe as in your mama's arms in that Burger King ride. The Groover brothers in the middle, showing some muscle already. Getting a little bit more help on that top line. You want to know what it's like being in the middle? And believe you me, it's as fun when you're in the middle. Because you are close all over. You're in tunnel vision mode. You get real close to the guys on the inside and on the outside. Groover in the middle, the two brothers. Working very well together. You can throw a blanket over the first 20 cars. And of course, let's not forget Mr. Les Levy always letting everybody know. And this is a stand-up guy here, folks. Letting everybody know that they're number one, as you can see right there. Still a very, very tight race so far. I mean, very tight. They're hanging on for dear life when they run this close together, because anybody can make a simple little mistake and they're going to wipe out the whole entire field. And nobody wants to be that guy. And take a look at these three guys. All running together, all by themselves. That would be the 052 Della Vecchia, Eric Lowry, and Mr. Gabe Butler. Now there's a good chance. So far you can't see him up front nowhere. This is the leader, Patrick Groover. At some point in time, they may catch these three cats. There they are right now, getting ready to cross the finish line. And right here comes the pack, right down the backstretch. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, this guy right here, he's going to be the winner, the champion, I should say, of this whole entire league so far for this time around. But it ain't good enough for him. He wants to win the whole freaking thing, including this race. And you can see him. He's doing the battling right here. Championship's not good enough for the old boy from the Banana Republic. Still, side by side as far as you can see all the way back. Now these cars, you can beat the crap out of them. I mean, you can beat and bang them, you can door them, you can do anything you want, and it's not going to really get them squirrely or going to get them to the point where they're going to be out of control. Not like those trucks. That's what's fun with these cars right here. You can have an oops and get away with it usually. And you can make that guy in front that you're pushing, and you can make him stand on that wheel, buddy. You can't turn him. It's hard to turn him. But boy, you can make him loose all the way around and make it a handful for him. And you still got to watch your gauges because you can blow them up. Ten laps out of 77 in the books. The Groover's in the middle. So far, you cannot see those other three guys just yet. They're doing a good job keeping it out in front of this pack. And hopefully they can stay out there when the green flag or the pits come. But there they are right up there. You can just catch them going into turn one right now. At least I think that's them. Hell, I can't even see that far. There they are. And here they come. Les Levy up on that top line. Mr. Wilkinson, the Van Halen machine, right there doing the pushing. Overstreet says, let's go, Les Levy. That's one guy we're missing in here tonight, Mr. Overstreet. The Growers are going to go up. Well, they thought about going up to that high line. I guess they stayed in the middle here. Sebastian's still leading it, hanging out of the rocking chair down there on the bottom. I should say Mr. Champion, because he is the champion of this league. About 100 points ahead of everybody, I think. I don't know. That's what they were saying anyway. I will probably say here at some point these guys might be thinking about coming in for maybe a short pit. Some do. Some stay out and run or dry. Wow. That 333 machine, he might have took the paint off the side of his car because he was right against that wall all the way around there. Nope, that's how close they are. They are real close to that wall. You might have hit it that time. There's so much you can do with these cars, it's not funny. I mean, you could really just have a blast. It's not like the trucks where if you breathe on them, you're going to turn somebody. I mean, you could really lay on that bumper. The 911 gets out of the way, and that's Mr. BK Anderson. He is going to go a lap down, but he has already pitted and been back out. Patrick Groover's sticking his nose out with him and his brother. They're going to lead this lap. Now, will they drop down? Or are they going to stay right in that middle? Looks like they love that middle line. I don't think they're going to drop down. They're just going to hang out right there. Kind of impressed how this middle line has really got some momentum. Kevin Freese right there. He's got it going on right behind the 411 of Tom Dixon. And it looks like these guys right here are getting a little bit of help. And so far, they are still staying out in front of this pack. You can see a lap traffic coming right here, and he's going to go way up to the high side there to stay out of trouble. And sometimes that creates a problem when they get to him right here. But Tallavega's wide enough, it shouldn't be any issues at all. Now Daytona, a different story. But the Groover's hanging on, doing a great job right here in the middle. Karen Groover, how are you doing tonight? The boys are together again, and they're hauling the mail. Sebastian and Gary Jenkins in the bottom. Now, some of these guys have already pitted. There's probably about 6 or 7 that's pitted already, but most part right here, they're all staying right together in this pack. Now they're going to drop down in front. That tells me they're thinking about getting ready to come into the pits here. They get themselves some fuel and tires. They stayed right there in that middle part of the track the whole entire race. When they come into the pits, boy, you can't practice green flag pit stops. It's not going to happen. Can't do it. So you always get a little bit nervous when you do have a green flag pit stop. Getting ran over, running somebody over, being turned into pits, get caught speeding. All kinds of things can kind of screw up your day. Mr. Paul Whitten, the 429, like I said earlier, became the champion the other night in the Lucky Dog League. He's currently 13th in the Autism Machine. Right now, the Groover brothers seem to be controlling things, showing their muscle early here. Also want to send out our thoughts and prayers to the league owner. He is not here with us tonight, Mr. Jimmy Crow. He has a very ill aunt, I believe, and they're spending time with her. So I know he would love to be here. But just let him know when he does watch this that we're thinking about him and his family. One of the best league owners around that I know of. And it's the only league that I know of where you've got about 100 people trying to push that button to make the top 42 to get into race. It's unbelievable what him and his late father has done as far as iRacing super speedway leagues. And I'm just glad to be a part of it. I gotta tell you, old Sebastian here, he might have won the championship. He got his work cut out for him winning this race tonight. And let's not forget about these guys sitting back here in the back. They were just kind of waiting, letting the laps wind down before they pounce on you. These guys, they've all hooked back up and they're running good. But I'll tell you, this guy right here, Gabe Butler, Right here. You don't count him out for nothing, pal. I've seen him go 4 laps down and come back and win a race. Besides that, I allowed him to have a picture of my wife on his car. And she's right there. Right. "24 laps complete so far. And they're going to be coming in here shortly. And here they come. If I'm not mistaken, whoa, slow her down. You're going to get caught speeding there, Patrick. I'm not sure what happened right there. Here comes his brother. He kind of went out in the grass as well. No harm, no foul, though. Kevin French Fry Freese is leading it in the 25 machine. And what can I say about Kevin? Well, not a whole lot, because he doesn't do much. Just joking. Kevin can get around this place pretty well. So many good drivers out here, it's not funny. They put this Friday Night Fights league together to blow off some steam and have a little fun. You can have some fun on people. You can mess with them. You can talk smack. Team against team. It's just all for fun. And believe me, there's no Karens in here. If they were, we probably broke their hearts and they cried and left. These guys don't care. And here they all come. Let's see if it can be a clean one. A little bumping going on, but other than that, perfectly done. Let's ride around with your champion here as he goes in for a pit run. He's got to get plenty of fuel. He'll fill that puppy all the way up. He's not taking any tires at all. You usually don't tear your tires up in a super speedway. And away he goes. So everybody's been in, and they're coming back out. And here's the thing. Zero cautions. Nada. None. Mr. Brian Wang, there he is. Up into that third position. Thinking about changing that number to the 777 machine. As they get about a 5-car length gap between them and Mr. Les Levy and the boys here coming. But they'll all hook back up and they'll gather right up and they'll catch them. And then they'll be all bunched up again. They're kind of spaced out all over the place right here, as you can see. These guys right here are all running in a small pack. Gabe Butler there. Looks like it's him and Della Vecchia running together. And there's absolutely, let me see, what do we got? 1, 2, 3. We got 4 cars that are at least 1 lap down or more. Now, Seth Grover, I don't know what happened, but he's a lap down. I don't know. I think he might have got caught for speeding when he came into the pits because he was coming in hot. And if so, he might have got penalized. That's the reason why he's probably a lap down. Mr. Wang is going to take over the lead. But they better hang on because the boys are coming. Les Levy, him and Mr. Wilkinson in the 55. The 73. Gerald Forbes, and of course, can't forget Mr. Paul Witt in the 429. And they got a bunch right back up here. So to be honest with you, never thought I'd say this, but what we need is a caution. That way we can bunch them all back up. I know, you can't believe I said that. But I did. And I'm sure some of these other cats are probably hoping for the same thing. And it will happen, it's just a matter of time. Now let me see who's back here. Mr. Paul Witt, James Moen in the 9, and here comes Patrick Groover and the boys right behind him. And this is the view. You can see that lead pack up there in front. Hope everybody's having a good Friday night. What's not to like about it? Unless you have to work tomorrow. For those of you that are in Florida, one of my favorite bands, well, it was Leonard Skinner 38 Special, the two brothers, Johnny and Donnie Van Zant. They got together. I saw it this morning on Fox News, but they wrote a song with the governor of Florida, and it's called Sweet Florida. And you can find that out on sweetflorida.com. Check out that song. It's pretty cool. Jacksonville, Florida natives. So many southern rock bands came out of Jackson, Florida. Brian Lane right now in Alabama, he's the band. He's the king of the show for right now. Let's see, are these guys getting closer? Not really. They're still staying right around 4 seconds back. You see that lead pack right up there? They've not really gained much at all. If you guys are just joining us, right there, the 23, Sebastian Marin, he is the champion of the Friday night fights. He didn't have to show up tonight, and he had enough points to win this puppy. So congratulations to him. The young lad from the Banana Republic, wherever the hell that is, and he's 19 years old, and he brags he's never been kissed. Explains why he's so darn good at iRacing. He doesn't get out much. Trying to get something going up there in that middle line. And that will be Jared Forbes with Les Levy, Paul Witt, and Dean Wilkinson right behind him. And here comes the 071, I believe. At least I think it is. That's Eric Lowry. He is a lap down. He's trying to get his lap back the hard way. "35 laps, caution free." Man, oh man. Jimmy Crow wouldn't believe it. He prides himself on clean races. To me, I like a little caution. I like a little drama. The Groovers, this little pack, going nowhere. They're not catching them at all. Coming up on some lap traffic is going to be your leader, Brian Wang. Take a look back here. Mr. Gabe Butler and Della Vecchia, they're still together, unhitched completely together. Most of this race, actually. I don't know if they kind of teamed up a little bit here or what's the deal, but they are working hard together. Staying on that lead lap, trying to catch that draft. If you notice, everybody's just hanging around single file down here. They may be just hanging out, letting these laps wind down. They only get 2 fast repairs, and they know all hell's going to break loose in probably about the last 10 laps of this race. So they're letting them wind down to the next pit stop. We've got 10 cats or at least 1 lap or more down. So let's go through them. See where we're at. Brian Wang in the 07 is going to be your leader. The 25, Mr. French Fry himself, Kevin Freeze. Your champion of this year, this season of this fit right here, the Saturday night, or the Friday night fights, I'm sorry. Mr. Sebastian Marin, he is your champion. Mr. Gary Jenkins was your pole cat. He's currently in 4th. James Bowen right there in 5th, and the 019 machine. The other 2 cats are laps down, so next is going to be Mr. Paul Witt. He'll be in 6th. Dean Wilkinson in the Van Halen machine, he is in 7th. Les Levy there in the 8th position. 9th to 73 of Gerald Forbes. And coming back up, trying to catch him, is Patrick Groover. He's got his brother behind him, but he's down laps. So next in line, Tom Dixon in the 411 machine. And the Lamborghini Special. I think it's Andy Briganti, I think, but I'm not sure. Hell, I could be wrong. Probably am. The Red Bull machine, Mark. Giovanni, he's 14th. Tracy Weaver in the gang. There's Tracy Weaver in the 41, 15th. Rick Cadet, 16th. And Sanchez is coming into the pits right now on his own. Then back here you got Della Vecchia and Gabe Butler. That's 21 and 20. I'm sorry. 20 and 21 position. Then the 071 Eric Lowry, he's a lap down, along with Flamino, Holland, Garrett coming in, Seth, Felzine, BK Anderson, they're a lap down. And it looks like the boys just caught him. And that's Delavecchi and Gabe Butler, so they're going to go a lap down. .42 out of 77 in the books already, caution free. What do you guys think? You think this thing's gonna go all the way caution free, maybe? I do know Sebastian Marin, he wants more than just a championship. He would really like to win this race. He wants the whole thing. He wants the cake and he wants to eat it too. Oh, Lord, Michelle, don't be talking about Cracker Barrel. Man, does that sound good right now. And just to get you caught up, BK Anderson, there he is. He's actually 4 laps down tonight. He did lead 3 laps. $11 people watching, 6 people hitting the like button. Hit the like button for these guys. Let them know you appreciate them. It's pretty good racing here when it's caution-free at a super speedway so far. Usually about an hour, most times you have at least 2-3 cautions. Everybody's singing Kumbaya together, but I can guarantee you that's going to be gone shortly. They're going to be singing Welcome to the Jungle at about 10 to go, I bet. Jero back here, I think, is the one that might have blinked a couple times there. How about another 4 or 5 laps? They'll be coming in for fuel again. Could be another green flag pit stop. Yes, Michelle, I bet it was yummy, and thank you for rubbing it in. I don't know what it is about Cracker Barrel's pancakes. I don't know if it's because they cook it in bacon grease, but they're kind of crunchy. Oh my Lord. That's so good it make you want to slap your mama. Guess that's why my mom don't go out to eat with me and my wife. Brian Wang still leading them around here. He's led 20 laps so far, and he is loving every minute of it. There's 15 cars on the lead lap. And there's still about 29 racing on the track. Kevin Freese is obviously comfortable sitting right there in second place. Nobody has made a move at all. You want to talk about a boring super speedway run? I thought for sure this was going to be a wild, crazy night with these guys. Apparently they all got together in Discord, so let's prove Bobby wrong. You know, it could be an April Fool's joke right here. I don't know. I don't put anything past these guys. If it went caution-free all the way, Karen, I'm pretty sure the league owner, Jimmy Crow, you was to tell him, he would say we're lying to him. April Fooling him. But I don't think so. I think things is going to get ugly here in about, I don't know, 35, 40 laps. Working up on 50 out of 77, so I'm gonna say in about 30 laps, things is really gonna get hairy. I'll take that back. Let me get my shoes off so I can count. It's gonna be more like at about 18, 19 laps. It's gonna get ugly. I keep thinking they go to 100 lapper, but they don't. They should be coming in next lap or two. Trying to make it all the way is what they're trying to do. They're going to run these puppies down right to nothing. And see if they have enough to go all the way. So this is the fuel run. They're going to be burping when they come in. And it is an open setup. It's not fixed, so these guys work pretty darn hard to get their own setups. And every one of them is different. Brian Wang, 24 laps led so far. Not too bad. You see a few of them coming in and coming out of the pits. But we're curious to see what this pack right here is going to do. So far, there's 26 laps in this fuel run. There's 26 to go. I would say they would definitely be coming in, if not this time, the next time by. They'll have enough to go all the way. And here they come. Some of them anyway. Very good pit stop strategy right there. Jenkins and the boys are going to go around one more time. I would say they'll probably come in this time. Well, some of these guys are running on a different pit stop strategy. But they should be rolling in, I think, here. And here they come. It's almost as if I know what I'm talking about. Shocking. Scary. Whoa. Butler had to back her down quick there. The snake was so excited to come in and get a drink that he almost got caught speeding. He had to really get on it. Get her slowed down, but he did. And here comes these three cats together again. And this time, Sebastian Marin's going to come out in the second place, doing the pushing. Here the rest of these guys come, and you're going to see Sebastian and the gang go right by them. But that's not a big deal because I got a feeling these guys are going to catch up with them real easy. $55 laps complete out of 77. Freaking caution free, folks. Unbelievable. That makes it kind of tough for these guys. Della Vecchia, Eric Lowry, Gabe Butler, the 09 Frank Jr., Seth Groover, Robert Felzine, BK Anderson still 3 laps down. Gonna make it tough for these guys to get back on a lead lap to do something here without any cautions. Sebastian's set for winning the championship. He was going to order himself a pizza. With extra banana peppers on it. But he would really like to win this. He wants more than just a championship. He wants to win this one as well. I'm sure Mr. Brian Wang has something to say about it. So you got Wang, Marin, Kevin Freese, the French Fry, 1, 2, and 3, Paul Witz 4th, Jenkins 5th, Webby 6th, Gerald Forbes is 7th, Dean Wilkinson 8th, 9th, James Mullen 10 is back here, Tom Dixon. So it's kind of going to be a battle right here with these cats. Well, somebody's blown up. I believe that was a Groover. Let me see. Well, it's not Seth, it's Patrick, I think. I do believe it was Patrick. And there he is. Yeah, he's done something. Something's happened to him. You see all the damage that he's got right here. So he backed up and scooted and hit the wall, but watch, he'll get a fast repair. Boom, good as new. Thank you very much. And he'll be out the door. But in the meantime, now some of these lap cars right here can play a big factor in this. Depends on who they want to help or block or not help. Mr. Paul Witt's taking advantage of some of these guys because there he is up here trying to get this lead away from Brian Wang. Mr. Jenkins in tow. And then you got a couple lap cars behind them. Della Vecchia up on that top line right there. He is currently a lap down. I got a kick out of the high times, but look what he's got. Follow me to the high side. Says his favorite movies was Up in Smoke 1 and 2. I wonder why. Wang still in the bottom of the rocking chair, keeping it right there. And he's got some lap traffic to deal with, but they're going to go way up high. Out of the way. Not going to bother him a bit. I'm telling you, things are going to get a little crazy here. We've got 18 or 17 to go at the line. And I'm trying to figure out all three of these cats, all three of them right here. The 07 and the 23. All of them right here. All of those guys are on the same team. So the Bootnakas, they are in control, and they have been for most of this race. Paul Witt on the outside, trying to use some momentum there. The 90 of Jenkins and Della Vecchia. Mr. Paul Witt, I do believe he is not a Bootnaka. See the Groovers up on the high side up there, getting ready to go down a lap. Patrick's already 1 lap down, and Seth is 2 laps. So not the night that they were hoping for. Brian Wang out for a Sunday drive the last 34 laps, but that's about to change, I'm thinking. As they are getting all bunched up, and you have all kinds of different types in here. Some are a lap down, some are more than a lap down, some are on the lead lap. I wouldn't believe it if I didn't see it. 14 laps to go, 0 cautions here. Only 10 lead changes. Todd Siebel's the first to try to get his lap back in that 45 machine. You can see him right there. They call him Flames. He's trying to get it back the hard way. He's trying to race it back. $13 to go and counting. Caution free, baby. Whoa! Jenkins kind of took a little peeky peek right there, thinking he might squeeze in and perhaps put Paul Witt up on that higher line, but he changed his mind and didn't do it. You get about 10 to go. That's when things start to pick up a little bit. And you're right, Mr. Overstreet. There's always a late caution. Usually a couple. None of these guys are going to set where they're at. But those three cats right there are Mr. Paul Witt in that 429 up on that high line. And Gary Jenkins. That's your top five right there. Dean Wilkinson, he is sixth. He's just a little ways back down there on the bottom with a couple lap cars in front of him. Started out with the Groover brothers, the first 20-some laps, owning the show. Then here comes these three cats from the Boot Knockers. 38 laps led Brian Wang, and it's been like 1, 2, 3 right here most of this race. $10 to go. Paul Witt getting some help. Him and Jenkins will love nothing more than them guys that get behind him and give him some help. I'm going to get rid of that one and go to the little one. That way we don't miss any moves. Top line stalls out just a little bit. A lap traffic getting out of the way. Showing some good respect. 9 to go. The suspense is killing me. Will they go caution free? Will Sebastian jump out at some point? He said if he did have a teammate there, he would push him to the win. He didn't care. He had the championship already. But only if he had a teammate. And he's got one. Mr. Wilkinson's able to close the gap to get right up here with these guys. He's having a great run. He started 11th. And here comes Paul Witt. Is he going to be able to challenge for the lead finally with the 0-1? Seth Gruber going to give him a hand here. I'm sorry, Patrick, my bad. But Patrick's 2 laps down, and he is doing everything he can to get Mr. Witt up there in front of these guys. A little bit of more lap traffic up there, but shouldn't be a problem. Delavecchia making it 3 wide by himself. Nobody wants to dance with him. He'll drop back in line. Brian Wing said his dream was to win a super speedway race where I broadcasted. Bobby with all the hobbies on MaxspeedTV. He might just get his wish. We're going to find out because we only got 6 laps to go here. Will Sebastian hang with him and push him to the victory? Can the 01 of Patrick Gruber get the 429 of Mr. Paul Witt up there to challenge for that spot? Five to go. 0 caution so far. This is when things get nasty, but they're actually, I don't know if they're playing an April Fool's thing or what. It's been perfect so far. If you jump out to try to do something and nobody goes with you, well, you're going to go backwards and you're screwed. So nobody's really wanting to make a move or do anything here. Well, we got some trouble back in the back. I see one of the Gruber brothers going sideways. I don't think that's going to bring out a caution, though. Four to go. Caution free. Sebastian's probably going to stay more than likely with that 07 of Brian Wang. I wouldn't doubt it. The question is Kevin Freese and the 25. Is he going to be able to jump out in front of the 429? Is he going to be able to clear it to do it? Right now, he has nowhere to go. Dean Wilkinson has nowhere to go. 3 to go this time. Top side is slowly gaining. You can see the momentum slowly picking up right here. At some point in time, you got to wonder, is Brian Wang going to have to make that car about 40 feet wide? Is he going to try to block him if he has to? And then the bottom line's picked right back up here. You can see the distance. You can see him coming. Two laps to go. Bottom line seems to have the momentum for now. Mr. Wang has led 47 laps of this race. And he only needs to lead just one more. Now, here's the thing. We got one lap to go. Is it 25? The French fry Freese, is he going to jump up right there? Or will Dean Wilkinson jump up in that other line? Now's the time if they're going to do it. And Wilkinson looks like, I don't think he was thinking about it. A white flag. This is it. What's going to happen? Looks like Sebastian's going to stay right with Wang. There goes Mr. Wilkinson. Dean has jumped up. Is it going to be a little too late right here? Going to put it right back down at the bottom. And it does look like a little bit of trouble going on there, but it ain't going to matter. And it looks like Mr. Wang is going to win this thing. What's it going to be? He got tagged sideways by Freese. Now look at him. Wow. I think I swear to God, I don't know. I got to wait. I think Kevin Freese won this thing sideways. And I do believe he did. Let's go back and check this out. You can see them, they're getting bumped. Wang was all over the place right there. Gonna slow it down right here. He's gonna get pushed. As you can see it, Paul Witt, he did really well. But Dean Wilkinson somehow or another came in second, and I don't know how in the heck he did it, but he did. Watch this, right there, folks. Pretty darn impressive if you ask me. Wow, it doesn't get any better than that. That's for sure. You can see it for yourself. That is what you call a good finish. Almost backwards. So your winner is going to be Kevin Freese. If he's got anything left to spin out with, we're going to let him do it. Now, Kevin, he's only led 3 laps of this race. That's it. But he is your race winner tonight. And the champion, Sebastian Marin, right there he is. He's actually your champion of the league. But we're going to be back and we're going to talk to these guys. Stick around, don't go anywhere. MaxspeedTV, Bobby with all the hobbies. We'll be right back and we'll have a chat with these guys. Don't go anywhere.
We got big-time problems with that motor, buddy. Hey, just between you and me, the idea is to avoid the other cars. Congratulations! You just set the sport back 30 years with that move. That move will put you in the Hall of Shame. You keep doing stuff like that and we're going to lose our sponsor. Looks like that's it for us today. Now I know why you got canned by your old team. It's over. We can't fix that damage. You'll need a tow back to pit lane.
Welcome back, everybody. Bobby with all the hobbies coming at you. The Friday night fights. You see that? Caution instant replay. We didn't have any. That's right. When Jimmy Crow, the league owner, sees this race, he's probably going to pass out. Absolutely, 100%, 77 laps caution free. The top 3 guys is who we're going to talk to first. Mr. Paul Witt comes in third tonight. Paul, that was kind of fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a blast. I loved it. I had a lot of fun.
Well, I had a lot of fun too, but I tell you, I kind of wish, I hate to say it, but I kind of wish there would have been a 1 caution or so, because so many drivers were just that 1 lap down, and it would have been pretty cool to see everybody bunched back up. But you did a good job. You guys actually caught these 3 cats finally, and you're up on that top trying to get something going, you and Jenkins. And you come up a little short, but man, that was a heck of a finish at the end.
Yeah, it was, man. I wish they would have just got together a little bit before that, because I could have stole that thing, because it was pretty darn close there.
Well, you know what? You're already a champion of another league this week, so congratulations on winning that one. And who would you like to thank tonight before we get you out of here and you can enjoy your weekend?
Yeah, I got to thank you. I got to thank Bobby for you and Jimmy. And I got to thank Mr. Jenkins, man. He was just pushing his heart out for me. So he was trying to get me up there. I got to thank him. You know, just all these guys, because, this league wouldn't be what it is without these guys.
Absolutely. Some of the best, I'm telling you. But anyway, congratulations. Enjoy your weekend, Mr. Paul Witt, and we'll catch you next week.
Yep. Thanks, Bobby. We'll see you,
buddy. Next in line, Mr. Dean Wilkinson, the Van Halen man himself.
What's going on, Bobby?
Way up against the wall, you almost snuck that puppy through there and got the win.
Yeah, almost. But I got pinched up, those guys reckon.
Well, you know what? You might be a bridesmaid tonight, not a bride. But anyway, you had fun. I mean, you ran up there, probably the top 5, top 8, just about all evening long. You kind of changed your strategy from hanging out in the back and just watching some laps wind down and then try to pounce on them towards the end. So you got real racy tonight for the last race of the season, and you almost pulled it off.
Yeah, I didn't have the car to race with these guys. My car was pretty slow and draggy, so I had to stay behind them and keep in their draft just to stay up with those guys. They were moving.
You did a great job. You come in second, my friend. Who would you like to thank before we let you get out of here and enjoy your weekend?
Well, I'd like to thank Jimmy Crow, because these races are awesome, and I like racing these leagues of his, especially with these guys. All these drivers. Good drivers and fun to race with. So I appreciate that. And, of course, yourself. Always like going back and watching your broadcast. And congratulations to Seabass and Kevin for their 2 wins.
Good job, my friend, for second place. Take care of yourself. Have a safe, wonderful, fun weekend. Stay out of trouble. We'll catch you next week.
Later.
All right. Oh, Kevin. Kevin. That was... I guess you could probably thank 3 different drivers for this win, because all 3 of them was pushing you because you was sideways in front of them.
Yeah, I mean, you can't be passed when you're blocking half the track.
This is true. I mean, if that was your strategy, it worked out really well. It planned perfectly for you.
Yeah, it was just a fun race. It was a hot track temp, which made it a lot harder to be pushing, and it brings in a lot more skill, which I enjoy.
Well, when we're done with the interview, somebody better go down there to Brian Wang and better console him, because I'm pretty sure he's threw a water bottle, headset, and everything else he could find right out of his rig, because he led out how many freaking laps of this race. Let me see how many he actually led. He led 48 laps of this race, and he ends up 5th right there at the end.
Yeah, Brian was the soldier out front with a little bit of tape, and Sebastian and I were the ones pushing for this race, because once we hit those pit stops and the field split up, we just wanted to stay as organized as we could. But coming to the checker flag, I gotta go.
Well, you got the momentum with you. Last race of this season, I guess you're waiting. It's a good way to come back for the next season. You can come on strong, got a little bit of bragging rights. It's always nice to have bragging rights, especially with this bunch of talent that's in here. But
yeah, especially over Sebastian here. I mean, God. You know.
Well, you gotta expect this kid to win. I mean, for Christ's sakes, I think he spends 7 days a week in that rig. I mean,
at least 14 hours a day, you know.
There's
he
no
just
doubt
drives
in my
circles
mind.
around here. That's all
you know,
he does.
if he got paid for every hour he spent in iRacing, I bet you he'd be over the $100,000 mark.
Oh, easily. This is all he does all day long.
I know it.
Has no life.
You know, I'll tell you.
All right.
But anyway, congratulations,
Oh,
Kevin.
he's here. I didn't even know.
Oh, yeah, we forgot about him. We love you, Sebastian, no matter what we say. But anyway, Kevin, good job, my friend. Who do you want to thank before I let you get out of here and I can pick on Sebastian?
Got to thank you for doing the broadcast this season. Of course, Jimmy. Thinking of him and his family right now with his aunt being sick. And it's a bummer that he missed the caution-free race because he stresses so much over the cautions and feels like we've been clean the past couple races.
Well, Karen Groover said the perfect thing to me out here on YouTube. She says, "You sure this ain't an April Fool's joke?"
I know. It's crazy. We were waiting for it the whole time. We're like, something's going to happen. Then you hear the sorries in the chat. You're just waiting to see that yellow flag.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but it didn't happen. You guys pulled it off. And I'll tell you, Sebastian has got to be very thankful this went caution-free because, well, between me, you, and everybody watching the broadcast, you know he loves these Hallmark movies. And I think at Friday nights that they put the new ones out for the weekend.
Let's not start with this again.
Well, I don't want to pick on him or anything, you know, to each his own. But congratulations, Kevin. Take care of yourself. Have a wonderful weekend, man. We'll see you next time.
All right. Thank you, Bobby.
The champion, Sebastian Marin, he won this thing, guys, and he didn't have to even race his last race. He's like, 100 points ahead of everybody else. He could have drove it backwards and won. But congratulations again. I don't know how many this makes that you've won, but I got to tell you, you're one tough cookie, and a lot of guys, when they see that 23 on the track, they know they got their work cut out for them.
Yeah, it was a great season. You know, had a lot of success early on, but I stayed consistent, and that seems to be the thing with these with the races around here. As long as you're consistent, you'll be there at the end and have a shot at winning. And I mean, that showed having, like you said, 100-point lead. I was just consistent, stayed out of trouble, and just stayed out front throughout the entire season. So yeah, it was a great season. It was a lot of fun and an honor to race with these guys.
Well, I got on here the tonight's winner, but you're the champion tonight of this series in the league. So congratulations, Sebastian. Man, I'll tell you. And everybody wants to know, where in the hell was the Banana Republic?
The Banana Republic, Bobby. You seem to always forget, my friend.
I do.
It's Puerto Rico in the middle of the Caribbean.
That just ain't right. You know,
What do you mean that's just ain't right? Look at a map.
How come you've not invited me down there in those
Well,
beautiful
come
blue
on,
waters?
Come on down. Just get a ticket and come on in.
Can't keep you out of the rig long enough to go swimming on the beach.
What are you talking about? Half the day I'm studying. I only race at night.
Well, I'll tell you what. Here's what we'll do. I'll come down, and you can pop off your steering wheel, and you can take it with you.
Oh, that sounds great. And then we can do like the Kyle Larson celebration. Just do donuts with the steering wheel outside the car.
Well, sure.
Yeah, all right.
You know,
Sounds
I don't think they'll haul us off to jail or anything. Do you?
No. Not if they don't catch us, they won't.
Yeah, right. But congratulations on your championship, Sebastian. Who do you want to thank before I let you get out of here? Enjoy your weekend.
Want to thank you, Bobby, for putting on this broadcast. It's been a lot of fun, a great season. And I want to thank Jimmy for putting on this league. Obviously, thinking about him and his family. Wish he could have been here. I know he's going to be happy with a caution-free race. So this one's to him. Want to thank, my teammates, Brian, Kevin, Eric, Gabe, Joe, JD, who was in here. They're a lot of fun. So, yeah, I want to thank all of them, and SSK for putting on this great league.
Well, you did a heck of a job, my friend. Talking to the champion, Sebastian Marin of the Friday Night Fights of the SSK. Good job, buddy. We'll talk to you soon. Enjoy your weekend and enjoy that championship.
Thank you very much.
It doesn't get any better than that, folks. Caution-free super speedway racing. And what a photo finish we had. Unbelievable. Only Super Speedway Kings on Tuesdays and Friday nights. Thanks for hanging out and watching. Bobby with all the hobbies, MaxspeedTV. We will see you guys next time. Have a safe weekend and a great weekend. Until then, see ya.